I know you are tired of your money sitting in the bank, idle, doing nothing, with no interest, but you have never gotten any idea of what to do because you are not a risk taker. You don't want to expose your money to risk. You have heard a lot of people talk about money market funds, but you have never gotten the concept of what they are. Welcome home. This is Finance Focus with Andrew, where we limit our conversation to ideas that get to improve our financial literacy, which is key when it comes to managing personal finances. This is our weekly money market funds review, where we just get to review what our money market fund, how they are faring, how the interest rates are going, which money markets are doing well, which are going up, which are going down. So feel at home. If if you are interacting with the money market funds for the first time, I have done a video where I have explained everything that you need to know about money market funds in a layman's language without using any difficult words. So this is the video up here. I'll also put the link in the description of this video, so you can go check on it. But for now, let's see what is happening in the MMF markets for the past 1 week. We review the rates at Fridays of every week. So I'm reviewing this as at 9th May 2025, and we get to compare that with the 2nd of May 2025. We see which money market funds are doing well and which are going down. So if you are a first timer here, welcome aboard. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you don't get to miss any of the conversation. Now, let's dive into our main theme for today. And this is the list. You can see I have attached the list of how the MMFs fared, the different rates that were given by the fund manager, and let's check who are doing well in the market. Who are the top 10? It's unfortunate that the rates are still going down because we have been seeing decrease in the treasury bills market, and that's have a direct impact on the interest of the money market fund. So as far as the interest on treasury bills continue going down, we expect to see further fall in the MMF rates. So, but as you can see from my table, the interest rate, the average, this is the average. Like, I take an average of all the fund managers in the market, what they are giving. The average dropped from 9.71 to 9.55. So that is a decrease of, I think, around 0.16. But for now, let's check and see the top 10 fund managers in the market. And at number one, we had Gulf Cup with 11.79%. You can see I have two percentages there. I have the gross interest. That is what the fund manager will tell you that they are offering. But for the purpose of giving the actual returns, we need to withdraw a 15% withholding tax from that. So that is why I have a gross interest of 13.87% and after tax interest of 11.79, because it is the 11.79 that you actually get. So the 13.87% might sound so good, but we need to factor out the withholding tax, which is not optional. You have to pay. So Gulf Cup is at top at 11.79. That is after tax, but there is still something fishy with this fund manager, because I think sometimes back he was stuck at 14.5 something percent, and now he is stuck at 13.87%. That is gross, and we don't expect the interest rates of money market fund to be stuck at any given point. So despite being at the top, the fact that their interest rates are stuck at 13.87 from last week, even the week before, there is something fishy about that. The second fund manager at the list is Saiton at 11.68%. Kuza MMF followed by at 11.43%, Orient Kasha at 11.10%, Etika at 11.06%, Gen Africa at 11.01%, Lofty Carbon at 10.96%, Nwealth at 10.43%. Number 9 is Old Mutual at 10.32%. And at number 10, we have Britam Money Market Fund at 10.26%. So those were the top 10 money market fund in the market. I think we can also check the bottom five. That is in terms of interest rates. But remember, interest rate is not the only thing that you check when choosing a money market fund. So it does not mean that if your money market fund is not in the top 10 list, it is not the best. It does not mean that if I read your money market fund to be at the bottom 5, it is the worst among the money market fund. So this classification is just based on the interest rates only. But remember, you have to check a lot of things other than the interest rates when choosing a money market fund. When it comes to the bottom fund managers, in according to interest rates, equity is at the lowest at 4.68%. Above it, we have, say, African Alliance at 7.19%, ICEA at 7.72%, Mayfair at 7.91%, and number 5 from the bottom, we have ABSA at 8.24%. So that is in according to interest rate. That is the best, the top 10 and the bottom 5. I also want us to do an oversight based on the gaining or the loss. That is comparing the rates as at 2nd of May 2025 and the 9th of May 2025. So the best gainers in the market were number 1, Genghis Money Market Fund that gained by 0.17%, ABSA that gained at 0.07%, and Equity that gained at 0.03%. You see, ABSA and Equity were among the bottom 5 in terms of interest rate. But now when we come to compare with the gain or a loss compared to previous week, it means that even if they were at the bottom 5, their interest rates improved from the previous week. I hope you get the difference between the two, being the bottom 5 and being the best gainer. I think it is the same in school. There was this award for most improved. So, and you could find that an individual could be the last in the class in terms of numbers, but he is getting the award for the best improved because he added the most marks from the previous exam. And you could find number 1 could never receive the best improved award because maybe he or she has even dropped from the marks that he had the previous week. It is the same case here. Then we have 3 that that their interest didn't change. That is Gulf Cup, Orient Kasha, and Apollo Money Market Fund. Then we can check at the best losers. So let us check at the best losers. That is whose interest rates dropped the most. We have ICEA that lost 0.99%. We have Avocap that lost 0.69%. We have Africa Alliance that lost 0.54%. We have Nabo Africa that lost 0.51%. We have KCB that rose 0.33%. So those are the fund managers that experienced the biggest drops in interest rate in that span of 1 week. But it's normal. The interest rates for the money market fund are expected to change on a daily basis. But that is how the market performed that week. You can check your fund manager check and see how they are faring. Is your fund manager in the best 10? Are they on the bottom 10? But remember, interest rate is not the only thing that you check when choosing a money market fund. There are a lot of factors that you need to consider. So don't rush for a fund manager because they are offering the best interest rate. Sit down and check on the reputability of the company, check on your risk appetite, but don't rush for the money market for a money market fund just because it is offering the best interest rate. So that is it for this week's review. If you have anything, any query about the money market fund, feel free to leave it on the comment section. We'll ensure that we get to address that. Also, there is a video here that you can check to get a better overview of how the money market funds works. Otherwise, see you in the next video.